So yeah, you guys are actually here to see the Saivian product and opportunity, where what we're about here is shopping, saving, and sharing. So we cover two different areas of Saivian tonight. But first of all, let me thank all of you for coming here this evening and taking some time out of your busy schedules. I know everybody's got a lot of stuff on their plate. So first off, what we're going to cover is the product, the Retail Shopping Membership, or RSM for short. And the second half of the webinar is going to be our affiliate program with daily residual income. First up, let's talk about 3 key points to the product, the Retail Shopping Membership. The cost is $125, payable every 28 days. The first key point is this: we're not like a lot of the other cashback companies out there that, you know, they pay 1%, 3%, 5%, some even 10%. But to my knowledge and research, I have never seen anyone that's paying 20% cashback. That is a big deal. 20% cashback shopping. What that means to us as members with the Retail Shopping Membership is a value of $3,000 on an annual basis. And I'll even point out the fine print here. That's $60 on a weekly basis. So if you do the math here, 60 times 4 for 28 days, you're looking at a $240 value at a cost of $125. Second key point regarding the Retail Shopping Membership: you can use it for shopping both online and offline. In other words, we're not changing where people are buying, what they're buying. So online purchases are included, offline purchases are included. Third key point with this: it works for big retail stores and the local shops. We don't want to leave out the local small business owner, the mom and pops. The reality is that those small businesses are the backbone of the American economy, so we definitely want to include those as well as the big names such as Walmart, because, you know, pretty much everybody goes to Walmart, Target, to Starbucks, those big chains as well. But also everybody goes to their local and regional retailers across the country. The small mom and pop stuff, the little niche places, the local pizza shop, local hair salons, barbers, sports bars, all those types of different things, we are including them as well. So real simple. The math on this, I had mentioned this a little bit earlier, it's $125 per 28 days. So over the course of a year, that's $1,625. But you can get up to $3,000 per year cash back. So the net savings or net value over cost with this is $1,375, simply for being a member, doing things you're already doing. And one of the excuse me, one of the favorite catchphrases that I've heard people use so far is receipts for cash. That's literally all we're doing. We're not changing where people buy, what they buy, or even how they buy it. They use their preferred method of payment. So they simply go, once they're registered, they simply go about their daily lives, and whenever they shop at the stores they've registered, they simply keep that receipt and then come back and enter the date. It's a very simple process. It takes 10, maybe 15 seconds per receipt. So when you're looking at this, I'm gonna break this down a little bit to the ridiculous. If you've got 10 receipts per week to hit the cap of $60 per week, and it takes you 10 seconds per receipt, that's less than 2 minutes, but I'll use 2 minutes as the example. 2 minutes times those 4 weeks to fit the 28 days, what you're looking at is 8 minutes. What you're looking at as far as value back to you is $115. So even if you include the redemption with this, and I'll say it takes longer than it does 7 minutes, we'll call it 15 minutes. 15 minutes goes into an hour 4 times. For $115, what you're looking at is $460. So unless you're making more than $460 an hour, it's absolutely worth the time to save your receipts and enter that data for a net gain of $1,375 on an annual basis. That's a big deal. What that is for a lot of people, that could be a couple car payments, that could be a mortgage payment or two, a rent payment or two. Heck, for a lot of people, that'll cover some of their utilities or their phone bill for the year. So in essence, it's almost like doubling your money for something that you're already going to do anyway. We're not changing people's purchasing habits. They're going to buy what they want, when they want, and where they want. In fact, it's almost like doubling your money every day, and it's even costing people money for not having this membership. That's incredible value. Where more value comes from for the different parties is this: the consumer information that you're entering, the data, the buying habits, the purchasing patterns. That point of sale data is very valuable information. And just to give you a little comparison here, Facebook, everybody knows about Facebook. That thumbs up, famous throughout the world. They've done a great job with branding. You see that thumbs up, you know exactly what that's about. So everybody's liked something on Facebook, and then what you notice is on the side, on the right-hand side of your news feed or your timeline, you see some advertisements that pertain to something you've liked or shared or commented on and so forth. It ties right into that. They take that data and they use that to advertise to you. In other words, the marketing partners are going to market to you things that you've expressed interest in. That's called targeted advertising. It's very key. It's very different than the old way of advertising. For example, you know, the television, the radio, they really just broadcast a very large net hoping to hit a few people. Targeted advertising is much more cost effective. That's why the data is so valuable. That's why Facebook is worth what they're worth. The most recent valuation that I've seen for them was $306 billion. And I don't know about you guys, but they've never sent me a penny. If anyone wants to type in there on the chat if they've sent you money or not, yes or no is fine with that. But I already know the answer. The answer is no, they're not sending us money for our data that we're willingly giving to them. So the point of sale data is much more valuable than those likes and interests. People are voting with a dollar as opposed to voting with a click. It's much more valuable. And all we're keeping track of is where you shop, what you purchase, and how much you spend. That data you're already giving away to the credit card companies anyway. This key point is this is all stuff that we're all doing already. We might as well profit or get a monetary gain in the form of 20% cash back. Size of the market. This is incredible. What we're looking at here, this is just over the holiday shopping weekend, you know, specifically the Black Friday, Cyber Monday type of crowd. Look at the numbers here. 151 million people said that they shopped. That's how big the market is for this. We're not out here creating a market, explaining to people that you know, to buy the things that they already buy, you know what I mean, like clothes, toiletries, groceries, gas, you know, all that different stuff. People are doing this already. The market already exists. We're just showing them a little bit smarter way to be a consumer, which everybody is currently and is going to be till the end of, you know, till they pass on to the other side, so to speak. So the very big market that already exists. Best part about this, right now, we're a very young company, but our vision with this is to build a member network into the millions across the United States and then ultimately around the world. Just for people that wish to enjoy cashback shopping the Saivian way. This will create a huge value for our third-party advertising partners who wish to connect with geo-targeted audiences who are already purchasing products related to their brands or their competitors. Putting that competitors in there is a very key point. Just for example, you see this all the time that you know, Coke wants to advertise to Pepsi. Walmart wants to advertise to the Target customers, but they also want to advertise to their own customers. We give them that data so they know where to spend their marketing dollars. That's where the geo-targeted comes in. They know where to spend their marketing dollars. So what you see here is the revenue generated from the point of sale data by the third-party marketing partners, that subsidizes the cashback shopping, ensuring our long-term success here at Saivian for many years to come. And I mentioned earlier, there's some meetings going on this evening with Steve Gawecki and John Sheehan, some of the corporate guys, along with some of the other field leadership in Philadelphia. They're discussing the strategies of this being around for generations. We're not planning for this just to be around, you know what I mean? It wasn't planned to go just through the holiday shopping season, you know, or now into the summer or next year or even 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. We're looking at building this to be a long-term stable company, and that point of sale data is the key. It's kind of the secret sauce, or, you know, let you see under the hood as to how we're able to do what we're doing here with Saivian. Bottom line, it's a win-win-win situation for everyone involved. The only way to lose in this is to not use it. In fact, I had mentioned in an earlier slide that it's costing people money not to be involved with this. That's a huge, huge thing. So the win-win situation, win number one, our members win in the form of 20% cash back shopping. Win number two, our marketing partners win in the form of having very valuable data so they know where to spend their marketing dollars. The third win is for Saivian. We obviously want Saivian to be a profitable company, because without Saivian being a profitable company as well, our first win goes away. Our personal interest of the 20% cash back on the things we're already buying goes away. And the second win goes away. The data goes away if Saivian's not around. But like I said, we're building this to last for generations. It's a win-win-win situation. There really are no losers in this except people who aren't involved, who aren't enjoying the 20% cash back shopping on the things they're already buying. So recap, membership savings, net up to $13.75 per year. You're not changing where you shop. You're not changing what you buy. You can shop online and you can shop offline. And in fact, there's no contracts with this. If you want to stop saving money, if you don't want to put this money in your pocket, that's up to you. You can cancel at any time that you feel so inclined. So now I'm going to switch over to this and talk about how there's even a fourth win. For the people who want to spread the word about this, keep in mind that first slide, shop, save, and the third part, share. That's why a lot of people are on this webinar this evening, is the sharing portion of this. Let's make no mistake about it, there is a lot of money to be made. We're a very young company. So with that being said, not a lot of people know about this company. I say that is simply this. Vast fortunes have always been made based upon information. When people know information and where the people are headed, the idea is to get in front of that information before the wave goes and before it hits the masses. Right now, everybody on here is a pioneer. We have about 2,500 people in this company. And what we're looking at is millions. I discussed that earlier. Just in the US alone, there's a market that exists already of 151 million people. And that is growing every day as the population grows up and as this company grows. And sometime in early 2016, after the launch, we're looking at going into more countries. So the market is only going to get larger as time goes on. The idea is to get in front of this. But with all that being said, here is the disclaimer. The following information is only intended to educate and give examples of the type of results that are possible as an independent marketing affiliate. Each independent affiliate with Saivian determines his or her own income results based upon their level of effort in building their own business. And it is a business. If you treat this like a business and put in the effort over time, the results are all but guaranteed. I'm not going to put a guarantee out there simply because you never know what happens. But I can tell you this, everybody that I've seen put in a consistent, sustained effort over a decent amount of time has seen dramatic results in this industry. The only people that don't benefit are the people who don't put in the effort. So now when we're talking about sharing, we are simply paid to share this retail shopping membership with others. It's a very simple share. I mean, in fact, it's this easy. You can just text people you know, text them this phrase: I just found out a way to get 20% cash back on our debit/credit card spending. Don't even ask a question. Just head out there. You text that to, you know, the last 20 or 30 people that you've texted. I guarantee you some of them are going to come back and say how. At that point, you're just going to start sharing the information, driving them to a webinar such as this, or using some of the other tools that we have in place such as videos and so forth, which Susan, if you could throw up the website for the videos, or now, even just as of Tuesday, corporate has come up with and given to all of us who are members, we have a lead capture page which has a video on it. Susan, also the SaivionWebinar.com, please. Thank you. So you're paid to share the membership. 3 key points about earning with Saivian. Number 1, bring 3 and it's better than free. Tried and true in the network marketing space, what's been done by multiple companies. Companies have done hundreds of millions of dollars of annual revenue based on a bring 3 and it's free. We wanted to innovate here at Saivian, and we came up with bring 3 and it's better than free. What that means is this, is once you personally bring on 3 people to enjoy the retail shopping membership and 20% cash back shopping on what they're already doing, that will more than cover the cost of your membership from that point forward. Meaning, once you bring on 3 people by 11:59 Eastern Standard Time on any given day of the week, the very next day at 12:01, literally 2 minutes later, we start seeing paid $5 daily. We get $5 daily into our e-wallet. So in order to be free and not come out of pocket, you need to have accrued enough $5 payments in order to cover your next 125. So in essence, once you have your 3, it's like having a free membership. It comes out of your e-wallet and not out of your pocket. That's a big, big deal, because if we go back and talk about that $3,000 in value, that is now you get that full value without having the associated cost of that $1,625 a year. So the profit on that from the compensation point of thing is $200. But you throw that on top of the product value there, you're looking at $3,200. That's a lot more than $1,375. $3,200 to families these days, you know, let's face it, the economy out there and the consumer price index and people's raises, I don't know many people outside of working for themselves who've seen a $3,200 raise on an annual basis in quite some time. So that's a big, big deal. It can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. The very next step, and the first 2 is what I really focus on, the founder position and the VIP founder position. Those are the cornerstones. This compensation plan is designed for the average person to be able to have some success that can actually impact their lives. Meaning, you know, this $1,825 here or $200 in profit in addition to the value of the product, $3,200, is a big deal to people. But that next step, very, very key point, this is how we judge our success as far as building teams, is how many people we can get to the VIP founder position. That's just 12 team memberships. That's just 12 people who receive value out of the cashback shopping. The very day that you hit that by 11:59, a total of 12 team memberships, you're looking at making $20 a day, every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year in most years, but this year happens to be a leap year, so Saivion's paying out $366. So this number right here is actually $20 high. It's a little bit better than advertised. But that equates to $600 a month. For a lot of people, that's an extra paycheck. For some, that's even the equivalent of 2 extra paychecks per month. It's a huge, huge deal. What that does for people is so dramatic. It can be so many different things. I mean, I mentioned what $1,375 could be, but $600 a month, that in and of itself is a car payment every month. That can take people from driving an older car, a used car, into a new car, simply for them sharing value with other people. It's amazing. I mean, there's vacations out there that you can do for $600. Imagine having an extra, you know, let's just call it 4 vacations a year, if people can get the time off of work. But having an extra $7,300 a year, they've got a little wiggle room and can kind of negotiate a little bit better with their employers as to what they can and can't do. But From there, it only gets better. It goes up to $30 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day, $150 a day, $200, and then even this 5-star founder position, which is $300 a day. As I had already previously mentioned, all rank advanced start paying the very next day. In most companies in the industry, you have to wait until the 15th of the following month to start getting paid on the work that you've done. So you can wait as many as 45 days to start getting paid upon that. Here, it's the very next day. So in essence, what we're doing here, we're helping people earn more money with less people and faster. So I mentioned that 5-star founder position. I'm going to circle back to that. $300 a day. That's a 6-figure a year annual income. It's $109,500 on an annual basis, paid out daily. $300 a day. That's with as few as 750 team memberships that you can generate from just 2 sales teams using this flex build system. So all the ranks that I mentioned and all the ranks that you see on the screen right now, from VIP founder, elite founder, all the way through the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star founder, that can all be done with 2 sales organizations. So just divide those numbers in half. The only one that's a little bit off is here. So 20 and 19 give you a little extra there. So that's a very big deal on 2 sales organizations. And get with the person who introduced this to you, and they'll show you how to work together as a team to really take care and get that thing moving for you and with you, because we're in business for ourselves but not by ourselves. We absolutely play team here. Well, 6 figures to some people on this webinar this evening, that doesn't do it for them. So you can actually take this to 7 figures. You know, it can go from 300 to 500 to 750 to 1,000 to 2,000, all the way up to $3,000 on a daily basis. Can you imagine what you could do with $3,000 on a daily basis? That type of money allows people to do so many different things. You know, giving back to their churches, their favorite charities. I mean, you can do that at the lower levels as well, obviously, but here you can just do it in a big, big way. You're looking at 7-figure a year, presidential ambassador, and that's with only 8,000 team memberships. A lot of the other companies I've looked at, in order to get a 7-figure year income, you need to add 0 to that and be in an 80,000. You know, at least into the 20, 30, 40,000 people to have a 7-figure income. So it's a huge, huge deal. Key point number 3, pays out 365 days a year, and like I said, this year's a leap year, so we're looking at 366. We get a bonus day. So next live event, Saturday, January 9th, $1 million event with master affiliate Kevin Marino, who's also going to be hosting the call. We have a training call that follows this webinar every Sunday through Thursday with Kevin Marino. Sue, if you could throw that number up there, that'll be starting in just about 6 minutes here at 9:30. So this location is up in Massachusetts and is hosted by the Northeast Dons, Don LaPlume and Don Smith, and this is outdated. They are now 5-star founders. They are the 3rd 6-figure income earners with Saivian, along with Corey Chadwick, and the first of the bunch was Mr. Ron Jean. So in just about 2 months, we already have 3 6-figure earners, and we're not even launched. We're still in pre-launch. So that's amazing stuff right there. Past those. So in closing, Saivian is still in pre-launch. We're still in beta. Everything that you've seen so far is the worst that it's going to be. We keep adding more stuff. I had mentioned the lead capture page. There's some stuff going on right now discussing future plans with the company. But in this industry, you've heard, actually outside of this industry, in real estate, you've heard this before. The 3 keys to real estate is location, location, location. Here in this network marketing direct sales space, it's timing, timing, and timing. Now is the time. How I had said before, we're at about 2,500 people. There's going to be so many people that hear about this. It's just a question of whether they hear it from you or if they hear it from somewhere else. We've already seen this happen where, oh man, there's someone, welcome to the team page. I knew that guy and I didn't reach out to him. I should have reached out to him. You know, that is going to happen. Your friends and family will hear about this, and some of them will get involved. The question is of whether you're going to benefit or if someone else is. But right now, you have first mover advantage. So with that being said, get back with the person who brought you to this webinar, get your questions answered, and then get started with Saivian today. And for those of you who are already on board, there's a training call that Susan was kind enough to put the information in on the chat here. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on that call, and have an excellent night, and I'll see you on the theme page. Good night.